Imagine being the face of the most popular sports video game in the world, and instead of getting love from the millions of people all over the planet who play the game, you manage to find yourself being the one who constantly gets the blame for every problem the game has, which leads to you getting a lot of unprovoked hate, but now that's all starting to seem not so unprovoked.
I just ran into Ronnie in the elevator on the way up here. I should have packed him up for
Stop it, stop it.
We might as well play 2K. Nah, but I ain't like how he did my man's flight. Ronnie was wildin'. Nah, I played 2K though. But Ronnie walked out for that. I ain't gonna lie, that was a crazy thing to say.
He literally went online and said, "Agent came to America because of me." I had like 8 other petitioners.
That's crazy.
Why'd you do that? I think he is, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think he bigger than the program, bro. That's the problem.
But the question is, what has Ronnie2k done over the years to make an entire community of gamers hate him, and how is he now making this all worse? Well, that's probably what you're here to figure out, but first, if you're new to the channel, don't...
You know what's crazy? I think... I'll say it when the part comes.
Get to hit that subscribe button to join the tribe house with the biggest tribber. And while you're at it, don't forget to click that very first link down below in my description to join my Discord server and become an official member of the community. Now with that being said, let's get into why the internet hates Ronnie2k. Okay, so to start, for those of you that don't know who Ronnie2k is, he's now the head of lifestyle and content marketing for NBA 2K, but he would originally start his career working for the company back in 2008 as the community manager for the popular basketball video game that would only continue to grow over the years. You see, when Ronnie first started working for the company back in 2008, things were much different than they are now, specifically within the game. For those of you who were alive at the time, obviously gaming has never been perfect, and every game had its problems, especially games that released in 2008. But the thing was, during this time there wasn't many people, if any at all, running to social media every time their game had a minor problem, whether it was like a small glitch or something in the game. People weren't going to go to Twitter and type paragraphs and tag the developers telling them what the issues was with the game. The closest thing we probably got to this back in 2008 was like the nerds who literally just spent their days sitting in online chat rooms or forums about the games they were playing, which ironically is how Ronnie2k ended up getting a job interview with the company in the first place. Now originally his job was just to manage the forums because that's what he was doing at the time. He was typing about 2K in the forums and they liked the information that he was putting out, so they hired him to be the community manager of their forums. But as social media and gaming continued to grow, everything would change for Ronnie and 2K as a whole around 2014. You see, when games like NBA 2K14 would launch, this was the start.
Yeah, I love this park, bro. This park is so fire. It reminds me of the one we have now. The only difference is there's no grass like the 2K26 one. When I first seen in 2K26 park, I thought of this off rip.
Of next generation gaming on consoles like the Xbox One and PS4. And when 2K14 released on October 1st, 2013, this would be the first introduction that the world would get to the popular game mode mod park, which completely changed 2K and really content creation in general. You see, as the years progressed, 2K would become more and more popular, creating some of the biggest content creators in the world that we all know and love today. But the problem that 2K eventually ran into was that while the game was getting more and more popular each year, the people who were playing this game and creating content based around this game believed that the game was getting progressively worse each year. And that was due to the developers not really listening to what the community wanted and fixing some of the issues that we were all complaining about.
I'm gonna be the voice for y'all, chat. What changes do 2K need to make? Ronnie, chat is crazy because Ronnie's standing right behind the camera, but he don't want to be shown. Yes! Lower the VC prices, goddamn!
You see that? You see that? You see that? She stepped out because she knows she finna lose her job if she stand with anything this nigga saying. Holy shit.
Nah, no. 2K, lower the VC prices.
Yes.
Add on Fire NBA Jam.
Yes.
Make defense better.
Yes.
Take out the side steals.
Yes.
And add me. No, but why you? No. Yo, you see what you do? 2K, no, don't cut that out. Chat, you see what you do, right? So when it comes to making adjustments, she want to step out of the frame. Now me and you in this together.
I am, but like, you know.
Oh, okay.
I work for 2K.
I work for 2K too. That's why I'm here.
I don't want to step on anybody's toes.
I'm not stepping on anybody's toes. I'm trying to make it right.
So guess who all of this blame ends up falling on? Of course, it's the one and only Ronnie2k. Over the years, every missed jump shot, bad animation, glitch, server issue, anything possibly wrong with 2K was all blamed on Ronnie. And
Yeah.
while he has nothing really to do with any of the gameplay development, he's still the community manager whose entire job is to listen to feedback from the community and get it over to the devs to ensure these complaints will be fixed, but it seemed like that never happened. Instead, it seemed like Ronnie just used this title as community manager in order to just grow his own personal brand. He's gained over 1.5 million followers on Twitter and over 1 million followers on Instagram, literally branding himself as the face of 2K. While other community managers of much more popular games are literally unknown. Like, I've been a huge Call of Duty gamer my entire life.
Actually? So he's one of those, like, where he's actually known?
If I started my whole channel being based around Call of Duty, I don't know if any of you were even around for that, but the point I'm trying to make is I literally couldn't tell you the Call of Duty manager's name if I wanted to. Like, obviously I could look it up, but like, no one's dying in Call of Duty and instantly yelling the community manager's name. It just doesn't happen. Meanwhile, Ronnie, on the other hand, has seemed to make himself into like some E-list celebrity over the last 10 to 12 years. But with this level of stardom, of course comes even more drama and hate, but this time around I think it started becoming a bit more deserved. You see, over the years Ronnie has said a lot of things and made a lot of promises to the community that all just ended up being flat out lies. From underwater parks supposedly being in the game to Yeezys getting added as a shoe option, which was a pretty big thing at the time because Yeezys were super popular, to also being able to respec your build, which also was another huge thing because people didn't want to keep spending money to make new builds. And of course the most infamous lie of his entire career, which is when he said that the park was going to be different from 2K19 to 2K20 after people literally seen that it was the same park in the trailer, and when the game released, it did indeed end up being the same as that park.
You know, the other thing that we get to do next year is finally Yeezys are coming to NBA 2K17.
Amazing. I wonder if they'll go as fast in the game as they go in the store.
My understanding is that you can completely rebuild your guy from scratch and use the VC that you had used to build your guy originally to just use him. People are talking about lowering VC prices. Remember, guys, that like Cash and I talked about this earlier. You can respec all your builds. So like, if you don't want to build 17 my players, you don't have to. You can respec them. People like jump to conclusions on what they saw. And
this nigga was really just lying, bro. Like, he's just straight lying. Like, does he find that shit fun? Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just lie to give these niggas hopes up so they buy the game and then it ends up not being true, and then now they're gonna just hate on me for it. Like, what the fuck, nigga? Because every time the game is shitty, niggas don't think of anyone else but Ronnie. Yeah, sometimes you would think of Mike Wang, you feel me? But it's like Ronnie because he's the one saying this shit. A nigga like Mike Wayne is not out here saying shit. It's Ronnie that's saying this shit. You feel me? It's Ronnie. Oh yeah, you're gonna be able to do this. You're gonna be able to do that. Mike Wayne ain't saying a damn thing for the most part. You know, as far as I know of. But this nigga just gotta stop lying, bro. Holy fuck.
In terms of the neighborhood in this trailer, that's not the neighborhood. But
oh, I remember this
guys
one.
Can
yep, that's not the neighborhood. But you guys can think whatever you want.
Think whatever you want.
Now, of course, all of these were lies, which only made the NBA 2K community build more and more hatred towards Ronnie. But it wasn't only content creators and gamers that had some sort of resentment towards him, because things have been so bad with Ronnie over the years that even some actual NBA players will begin to call him out.
Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. What's your rating?
I just ran into Ronnie in the elevator on the way up here. I should have packed him up for
Stop it. Stop it. That's not even stop it. Stop it. Why you waiting for him then?
Shout out to Ronnie2k.
Oh, now you want to pick him up. Yo, no, if you want to say get that shit together, bro, say that.
This usually takes place whenever the NBA players don't really agree with their overall ratings, and Ronnie probably isn't even the one who makes the overall, but he's the one who reveals it and posts about it and things like that. So of course all of the NBA players are just putting the blame on him. But he did even end up getting into a more, of course all of the NBA
You a joke. John Wall 2017, I'm fucking crying.
NBA players are just putting the blame on him.
90 overall, not good enough, bro. I'm fucking, This interaction's hilarious.
But he did even end up getting into a more serious situation with former NBA crash out DeMarcus Cousins after Ronnie would forget that he was still alive and say some pretty negative things about DeMarcus's character.
Is that weird though?
Oh shit, Cousins didn't get an Elgato.
What?
Oh, that's not good.
What?
Cousins didn't get an Elgato, so he can't play tonight.
You didn't what?
He didn't receive an Elgato. They didn't ship these fucking packages right. Everybody's missing pieces.
You're lying.
So that's not good. That's gonna set us back.
Okay, well that at least answers that we only do 2 on Friday. Then the rest.
That's assuming that Cousins is such a dick. Like I could see him just being like, I don't want to fucking do this.
No way.
Not to mention.
Yeah, out of all the people you can talk shit about, bro, DeMarcus Cousins, holy fuck. Out of all, I never seen this. Out of all the people in the NBA, you can talk shit about. You're talking shit to DeMarcus Cousins. You're talking shit about DeMarcus Cousins. Oh my gosh, Ronnie, did DeMarcus Cousins like fight him? I don't think he would fight him, but bro, that's crazy. That nigga was insane. What the fuck? That's the one nigga in the NBA I'm not talking shit to. You feel me? He's on that list of niggas you don't want to talk shit to. Or talk shit about. That's fucking crazy. Nah, Ronnie a G for this, bro. Did he stay 10 toes down though? Did DeMarcus Cousins like press him? Like what the fuck happened?
Mention his matchup would be annoying too. It's NBA players that are carving out their time.
This led to DeMarcus Cousins responding on Twitter with a tweet insinuating that Ronnie had messed up. And of course, once Ronnie seen this tweet and realized what had happened, he would instantly take to Twitter to cop the plea.
Oh, he caught the plea. He got the plea. He got the plea. He got the plea. No, I thought he was gonna stand on that shit. I don't blame you, gang. That's DeMarcus Cousins, bro. I don't blame you at all, Ronnie. But bro, you talking shit like that, gang? Stand on it, bro. Stand on that shit. Stand on that shit. That's crazy.
And of course, apologize for everything that he said, blaming it on work stress. Over the years, it just seems like as 2K became more popular and completely started dominating the basketball scene, Ronnie would start becoming more and more arrogant alongside it, as if he was the one who was attaining these new heights by himself. We all know that this wasn't the case at all. It was just the growing popularity of 2K, and that mostly came from it being the only basketball game being released after NBA Live just completely disappeared. As a community manager, your #1 job is to listen to the community, listen to the feedback and tips and things that they have, and try to get any complaints and things that you constantly see online over to the dev team in order to get it fixed. But it seems like Ronnie doesn't do this at all. And of course, probably the most important part of this job is actually being liked by the community that you're attempting to manage,
do not like him.
which we know he isn't really liked by many people in the 2K community. So with Ronnie being borderline terrible at his job, you may be wondering, how hasn't he been fired yet?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering
still
too.
keep him around if things are this bad? Better yet, forget getting fired and all of that. How has he managed to get these 2 to 3 promotions that he's gotten over the past 17 years when it seems like he doesn't do his job much at all? Well, the short answer is the game is still doing better than ever. While most of us hate 2K and constantly talk trash about 2K and things like that, the game's still selling and doing record-breaking numbers as well. So in the eyes of 2K, Ronnie's doing great at his job. He's keeping the community engaged.
But the eyes of us, we fucking hate that nigga. You feel me? We hate him. We hate him.
Whether it's good or bad. He hasn't had any crazy accusations or drama or controversies, anything like that. The biggest issues that Ronnie's had since he's been working for 2K has been 2 run-ins with 2 different content creators that managed to go a little too far. One started with the popular creator who goes by the name of Agent 00, who I'm sure most of you probably know from the popular group AMP. For those of you who don't know, before AMP became what it is today, most of the members were some of the biggest 2K creators in the world, and Agent specifically is someone who has played and created content out of every 2K game mode dating all the way back to the early days of 2K17.
Is that a $5
and the thing about
bill?
Agent is he's always shared his opinions on the game. He's talked about drama and news going on within the community. He's always done this in the most respectful way possible, but things would change after he dropped a video on January 25th, 2021 titled Goodbye NBA 2K. You see, in this video, he simply talked about all of the issues and things that were going on with 2K over the years, and he also mentioned how the company refuses to fix these same ongoing recurring problems. And while he was mentioning all of these issues and giving his honest opinions, He did all of this in the most respectful way possible. He didn't raise his voice, he didn't cuss much, he didn't do any of that, but somehow this video would still end up completely tarnishing his relationship with 2K. After Ronnie would get on stream and make the bold statement that Agent should be grateful for him and everything he's done because Agent wouldn't even be in America if it wasn't for him.
In America, if it wasn't for me, I helped him with a visa, and now, like, you guys don't know the full story. Like, I helped him with a visa so he could come to America. I wrote him a letter, and then he has the audacity to continue to act poorly towards me. So, yeah, I don't really like that very much. If I do you a favor of such a magnitude, that's a problem. So. And he can say whatever he wants. He knows the truth.
And Agent will refer to this exact moment just a few days ago on stream when he was talking about an ongoing situation that Ronnie's currently in with
who the fuck does that nigga think he is?
Different content creator.
When you know when you get a visa, you have to get like companies you work with, stuff like you reach out to them, see if they can make you a petition, and you add it on like as evidence. Like this is what I do for work. So I asked 2K like literally, this is the game. Like if y'all could petition, it would help. And so he did. Dope. But then he literally went online and said, Agent came to America because of me. Nigga, I had like 8 other petitioners.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Yo, he came to America because... What are you talking about? And it wasn't you, it's 2K. 2K did it, not you. 2K. Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, this nigga Ronnie think he bigger than the program. He works with 2K, Ronnie. He doesn't work with you. If it was on some shit like where you own 2K, you're just the face of 2K. That's it. You're not like the owner of it, so you can't say, oh, it was from me. No, gang, you don't have that authority to be like, oh, it was from me. You are the face. It was from 2K, not you. What? That's crazy. That is insane. It wasn't from him. It was the whole of 2K. The 2K as a company, not you. Who is he feeling like? Who is Ronnie feeling like? Like he's talking like this, like we would know him if it wasn't for this nigga. Nah. If we would know him or even fuck with him if he didn't do 2K, nigga. No one would know you if he didn't do 2K. Why do you feel like he can say shit like that? Is he okay in the head? What the fuck?
Yo, that nigga, why'd you do that? This nigga think he is, bro.
Yeah,
I don't think he bigger than the program.
Nigga think he bigger, like what?
Ronnie2k.
And all of that drama between him and Ronnie also led to Agent never getting invited to Community Day again. And for those of you that don't know, Community Day is an event that NBA 2K hosts like a week before the game comes out, where they invite all of the top influencers and creators and things like that who play 2K, and they allow them to do like a play test of the game a week early and get videos out before everyone else.
Nigga, but who cares about getting invited to NBA 2K Day, bro? Because this shit has just become like, I don't know if it was always like this, but it's just become straight like, oh, you come here, you kiss ass. If you say something bad, you're out. Like, you got niggas like Stacks Montana, one of my favorite YouTubers, when I was growing up watching this shit. Niggas is sellouts now, bro. Niggas just go there and kiss ass. If they say anything bad or give honest criticism, they're out of here. Get out. You feel me? You're done. You're gone. Every single time, gang. They want you to kiss ass, bro. They want you to kiss ass. You can't give criticism about shit that's been, you know, bad with the game for years. The moment you do, you're out. You're gone. I know Tyler ass is never getting invited back after all this shit he said. You feel me? It's just a whole bunch of like sellouts of YouTubers that, you know, their views aren't popping as they were before. So now it's like they need some type of like, yo, this is crazy. But it's like they need some type of like way of getting money. So like it's like, damn, let me kiss ass with Ronnie2k and 2K and not be honest and share my honest opinion and just, you feel me, to get paid, which it gets your money. But bro, I'm never gonna sit up here and like not say my honest opinion on something because I want to get paid, bro. Fuck no. And that's why they do it. They get paid. They probably get paid great money, bro. Great fucking money. They get logos, play the game earlier. They get to, you feel me, everything. That's why the nigga Fly has never gotten invited back, bro. Well, also because he's always talking about fuck Ronnie, fuck this. You feel me? But you feel me, like, nigga, it's just like I wouldn't want to ever get invited to fucking 2K. Bro, I don't give a flying fuck, bro. You feel me? Like, hell no. Because then the moment you're honest and giving your honest opinion, you're screwed, bro. You're screwed.
Which is obviously a huge advantage if you're a creator who makes videos based around 2K. It used to be a very big thing where all of the big creators in the community were actually getting invited. Now it's really just a bunch of people that you have to be tapped in with 2K to really know about. And that's because 2K stopped inviting people who share their real opinions and things like that on the game. Like if you say the game's trash or you just genuinely don't like the game, you're not getting invited. You literally have to be on your hands and knees blazing.
Ronnie2k, the game is so good. Can I get invited? Like every single time, bro.
For the entire year in order to get an invite to Community Day. And this is actually exactly how Ronnie ended up in his very long running beef with the popular creator Flight Reacts. Now we all know who Flight Reacts is. He started his career playing games like NBA Live, Madden, and of course NBA 2K. And then he would later switch to reactions where he saw insane amounts of success. But over the years, he's one of the only big creators who really stayed true to 2K and continuously posted and streamed the game over the entire course of his career. And with this, Flight thought that he deserved some type of recognition from 2K. He's probably the biggest creator that still plays the game consistently. So all Flight simply wanted was a Community Day invite or a logo within the game. And once again, just for some insight, 2K gives logos to different celebrities, athletes, creators, things like that, just for people to be able to verify who they are when they're playing online in the park, which is obviously a pretty good feature because it is cool to see like an NFL player or an NBA player in the park and go play against them and things like that. But anyways, Flight is someone who always kept it real and always going to speak his mind whether it's good or bad. So that led to him always expressing his true feelings about 2K. If it was trash, he's going to say it's trash. If there's an issue, he's going to say there's an issue.
At Ronnie2k, at LD2k, you have enough time to live stream my crap, but can't fix servers or parks or glitches. Great customer service.
And of course, 2K as a company doesn't like that much at all. So this led to Flight constantly getting denied for logos, constantly getting denied for invites to Community Day. Because once again, you literally have to glaze them to get any type of recognition. But when 2020 came, Flight literally hit the peak of his career. And it became borderline impossible to deny his success or overlook him anymore. Which led to Ronnie2k trying to patch things up with Flight Reacts on social media. But by this time, according to Flight himself, it was simply too late. Now this was a great response by Flight because they tried to wait till it was like more beneficial for them to like give him the logo.
It was more beneficial for them. Damn, that's crazy. I'm good off that. Damn, Flight, that's aura.
And things like that. And he stood on all 10 and didn't fall for the bait. So this is what all led to Flight Reacts completely just bashing 2K, Mike Wang, and of course Ronnie whenever he got the chance. And for the longest time, no one really even said anything about it up until recently. You see, NBA 2K just released, and so far it's been one of the better 2K releases in the last 6 years. And I guess with the success that the game is having, Ronnie2k is feeling even more egotistical than usual, because while on a recent stream with Aiden Ross, he will finally address the situation he has going on with Flight, and spoiler alert, what he said was very disrespectful.
Bro, Ronnie, I want to get you on Flight together, bro. That's gotta happen, bro, one day.
Well, I'm happy to do it.
I know.
But it's sort of his entire existence though, right?
What do you mean?
Isn't his entire like identity to hate me? So like if he doesn't hate me, then what is he?
You see, now he's feeling himself, bro. Like his whole identity isn't 2K. Nigga, no one likes you, bro. You feel me? No one likes you. Like no one fucks with you. Let's keep it a bug. Niggas only fuck with you for 2K, gang. But if it wasn't 2K, no one would like you. And even then, so no one even likes you now. Niggas only dick ride you for 2K. Let's keep it a buck, bro. They don't genuinely like you. Like you're not a person that's genuinely liked. You feel me? At all. And in my opinion, I'm gonna say this right. In my opinion, right, which is just me, I didn't really know who Ronnie was all the way through until I heard Flight start saying "fuck you, Mike." Cause I've heard of him. Obviously, I'm a 2K player. I've been playing since like what 2K. 15? Yeah, 15. But 15, I was a kid. I was like a middle schooler, I think. I didn't really know who he was. But I started learning more about him when I started watching Flight. I didn't really know who he was because I didn't really care that much about who's, you feel me? Which is obviously the age I was. But I really started hearing about him more when Flight started dissing him more, which is absolutely crazy because that might be the same way for everyone else because a lot of us were kids when we were playing 2K 16, 17, you feel me? But I don't know. I heard of him through Flight, in my opinion, though. That's just me, though. I'm not saying he's only known because of Flight or no. I'm saying like Flight hating on him. I feel like Flight hating on him made it like a worldwide thing. Is that crazy to say? Like Flight hating on him made it like a worldwide thing to hate on him too? Or like what? I think Flight definitely like, I don't think he's the reason why people hate on him today, but I feel like he definitely popularized it for sure. I'm gonna say that. Is that crazy to say? I'm gonna say that for sure.
I guess he's also the inspirational.
Flight, look.
You know what I mean? Like,
I know. Okay, I get what you're saying, but like, Flight got like, okay. The thing about Flight, no. I get what you're saying, but no. Like, his thing is like the game is shit. You know, all this stuff. But I don't think it's directly towards you. Like, if y'all kicked it off camera and dapped up, he would think it's smooth. You know what I mean? But Flight, nah. I feel like it's.
I'm happy to.
I don't feel like his whole thing is just hating, bashing. You know, 2K.
What I'm saying is, if he didn't bash 2K or me or Mike or whoever, what would his social identity be?
I mean, FTC, you know, Flight. You know, he's just.
I don't like how this nigga Aiden's just there, nigga. Because I know him and Flight are like, you feel me? They're cool and shit. They're friends, and he's just sitting there letting that nigga. He's not letting him, but like, be like, yo, bro, stop. Don't talk about Flight like that. You feel me? That's my man's don't. You feel me? Whatever y'all got going on, but don't talk. In my opinion, that's what I'm gonna do, bro. Don't disrespect my friend like that. You feel me?
You know, Flight's. In my opinion, Flight my top 3. All time.
Now, Ronnie's basically saying that Flight is a nobody without hating on 2K, which we all know just isn't true at all. Many people that watch Flight probably don't even know about the beef he has with 2K unless they watch his 2K videos. So to say a person who was arguably the biggest person on the internet in 2020 is nothing without a video game is pretty bizarre to say, and of course, Flight wouldn't let this slide at all.
Bro, you know when niggas be saying shit and they trying so hard to like be like these, like to get the nigga that they talking to agree, like, hey, don't you agree with me? Ain't I cooking right now? Bro, Aiden is not agreeing with you, bro. Nobody's agreeing with you, Ronald. Nigga, Ronald, without 2K, Flight will still be Flight. Without 2K, what's Ronnie gonna do? Nothing. Watch your motherfucking mouth.
Oh.
You literally just disrespected my 14, 15 years of existence on this YouTube and streaming shit. Watch your motherfucking mouth, Ronald. You add a few new features in 2K that
and now you feeling yourself.
Game for the last 5 years of the community.
And now you feeling yourself.
And you've been talking, you're talking different, nigga? Humble yourself, nigga.
Even other creators from all around the community would begin to share their opinion on this situation as well, and they will all agree that Ronnie was indeed tripping.
Play 2K, chat, I would, but like...
Nah, we might as well play 2K.
Nah, but I ain't like how he did my man's Flight. Ronnie was wildin'. Nah, I play 2K though. But Ronnie walked out for that. I ain't gonna lie, that was a crazy thing to say.
Yo, you heard what Ronnie2k said about Flight?
I didn't see it. I sent the clip to myself, but I didn't see it yet.
I ain't gonna lie, bro, that shit was weird. Like, he was talking to Aiden. He was saying, yeah, but like, what is Flight without talking shit about me? He just know, he basically saying he's essentially only known for shit talking me. What would he be known for if I was...
Look at Emily. Oh shit! Why is Emily making faces like that in the back? Why is she? Yo, Emily, why is she making? What the
shit talking me? What would he be known for if I wasn't like a thing? I ain't gonna lie to you.
Nah, Emily is reacting the same way I was reacting when I first heard that shit. I was like, what the fuck, nigga?
Since Aiden, I'm like, you should have told that nigga he's a fucking retard right there to his face.
What was that? Was that live?
Yeah, it was live. Bro. And nobody pressed that nigga. I don't understand. That nigga
I would have
got pressed right there on that call, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, yo, Ronnie already got like a bad public image to people who love 2K in public.
Yeah.
This gonna be even worse, Ronnie.
That's even worse, yeah.
Y'all know Ronnie, every time you go in public, people always harassing about 2K, fixing servers and stuff. Bro, you just blatantly disrespect FTC.
Yeah. One of the goats.
Right here,
one of the goats.
Curry can't even go in public right now without getting some type of FTC love. This ain't gonna be well, Ronnie.
So now we're at the point where it's basically impossible for Ronnie and Flight to ever patch up whatever it is they have going on. And Ronnie hasn't said anything about this situation since, so he's probably not going to.
Yeah.
But this has all definitely caused Ronnie to get a lot of hate and criticism online from the community, which once again is kind of deserved because as a community manager or former community manager, whatever the case is, you should know that dissing one of the most loved people within the communities just isn't going to end well for anyone that would have said that, let alone Ronnie2k. But that's just my personal opinion. As you guys know, the only opinion that I really care about is y'all's opinion. So with that being said, be sure to comment down below. What do you guys think about Ronnie2k? Do you think he's overhated? Do you think he deserves the hate? Do you think 2K hate is what made Flight?
I think Ronnie. Let me see. Yeah. This nigga Ronnie just one of those niggas that like he wants niggas to bow down to him and praise the game and not give. Like I'm telling you, all the niggas that get invited to like the 2K community days and shit, it's just niggas that sold out. They're not gonna tell them the truth and that the game is ass or give their honest opinion of the game because they want to keep getting invited back. The moment they do, they're done. They're not getting invited back ever again. Like that's, you feel me? That's how it is every single time. Like I said before, bro, one of my favorite YouTubers, Stacks Montana. I think he goes by Yo Stacks now. Bro, niggas sold out, bro. Sold out. It's so sad to see, bro, because niggas like him, I love to watch niggas like him. I don't know. But I feel like everyone that gets invited to 2K, the 2K community day now is just niggas that like, this is ironic coming from me because I'm not really on. Like, I'm not really known for me to say someone else is falling off. But I'm going to say niggas that fell off that might not be as big as they were before during, like, the 2K16, 15 days. Like, Stacks Montana, he's a big example of that. Actually, let me see, matter of fact. Yo Stacks. I think it goes by Yo Stacks now, right? Not Stacks Montana. I miss Stacks Montana. Get this Yo Stacks guy out of here. Yo Stacks. Yeah, see? Hashtag ad. Wait, so this is a whole new channel? Oh, he stole... Okay, so he stole... Okay. So I think this is his second channel. Because it has 9,000. I know his other one had like... But like he basically goes by Yo Stacks now. Yeah. I don't know. It's just niggas that used to be popping during that little like... YouTube era, the My Career era, niggas like Gento, Pretty Boy for all them niggas, you feel me? The niggas that made My Career videos, they're all not really popping no more because that shit kind of died out. I feel like when you only stick with one thing your whole entire career, that's the only thing you do, you always end up having to like do something else, and if you don't end up doing something else, you kind of just fade out, you feel me? That's why it's so surprising that niggas like Flight are still here, because he switches up his shit. He does reactions, Madden, he still plays 2K. And I feel like it's just overall funny, you know, but I don't know. Yeah, that nigga's never gonna get invited back though, for sure. I feel like he would never get even accept the invite ever again though too, because they disrespecting that nigga too much.